Variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. From the gun, it's Brady. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And not a whole lot to speak of there, so bring him down shy of the 20. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
1-yard gain. Brings up
on 2nd and 9. Breeze going deep for Montgomery. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Here's Mickens to return. Sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Brady now on 1st down. And he finds Howard complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 3-yard line.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones there to make the grab. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Saints nothing. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. First carry for a Central Florida alum, Latavius Murray. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Devin White on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Bree's going to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Complete.
Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
New Orleans.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Carrier. The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A gain of 3. Brings
so the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Bucs. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, living Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Ocean for residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
50. No, 66.
Brady now to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Sugar! Mike 56! Mike 56! You ain't got nothing!
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back, the special team.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Demario Davis there on the stop.
On the play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Tight down. There you go. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Tackles. 53 is the mic.
Now Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
19 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ends up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss.
And it's third down.
Now Breeze on third down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
The stop by Marcus Davenport.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. That's caught by Howard. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket. Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big pickup of 38. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
8-yard line.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
What we got? 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Suck up for the extra point. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Here we go. 14.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get. And you look across the field and you see guys kind of pointing fingers at each other like, dude, how'd you turn it over and make us give up 3 right there?
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Second half starts with a run by Murray. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. Sanders has the first down and much more. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
No gain on the...
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Breeze's throw going to be caught by Sanders. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
29-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 21. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Saints.
Breeze now on first down. He's got this to his running back, Ty Montgomery. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
13-yard line.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. On the ground, Kamara. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Here's Breeze. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
13.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Flushed out right. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They give him a gain of 38.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And this is caught at the 8. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now Jones. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Tackle made.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
They'll try again with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Here's Harris to return it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to Latavius Murray, 30, 10,
Nothing less, baby.
touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, 76 yards. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. So minutes after giving up the lead in the 4th quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. A few better down a score in the 4th quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
32-yard line.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the 2nd half. 1st and 10. Brady's throw there complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Brady gives this one up to Jones. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The tackle.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
3rd and 2.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Howard. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 3rd and long. Brady. And he's got Miller. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. He will push his way down to about the 14. David Onyemata there on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Back to throw. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And Suckup will put this one right through. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. And now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play for big defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Back to throw, Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now Breeze. And he finds Cook. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And the Saints, 1st down.
Breeze to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
A loss of 11 yards.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw is Breeze. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously a touchdown to win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. First throw of overtime for Brady. And he finds Howard complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa.
The 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And the Saints signal for another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Wide, 80. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Check, 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 check. Showing up, showing up. Hold 50. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. It's been a long day for you. 58 is the mic. 58 is the mic. Regular, regular.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brady. And that's going to be incomplete.
Brady's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Brady. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a 1st down here. Running on 1st down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The pass by Brady there, caught by Howard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Come on.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Switch, switch, switch. Check, check. Hey, check it.
Jones. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
34-yard line.
On 1st down, Brady. That's caught by Howard and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Buccaneer 1st, a pickup of 12 yards.
Check 13. Check 13. Check. Hey, go 66. Check 43. Cover.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
56 is the mic. Hey, check it. Let's go, D. Let's go. Ozzy. Ozzy. Chance, chance, chance. Bang, 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 bang.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Hey, 66.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, tried to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you want.